have been debating about what Mamta Di did and how Mamta Di followed the standard protocol of meeting the Prime Minister. And after Mamta Di's press conference day before yesterday and 2 days later, I think it is unambiguously clear what is what. Now again I repeat what I was doing day before yesterday. I will not go by the narrative of BJP. Let the office of the Prime Minister come out and say whatever the Chief Minister is saying or writing is not true to the facts, right? This is between the two highest office of the two democratically elected governments. One is at the center, the other is at the state. So the political players, including myself and my very honorable friend from BJP, I think are completely irrelevant. Now coming back to the issue of the order, issuance of order, I think my good friend from BJP, since she served as the All India IS officer, she will know that any order passed by any competent authority must be reasoned, just, without any malice. Now I come, why the order of the 28th May is with malice and caprice? The Chief Minister initiated the process of consultation about the Chief Secretary on 10th of May through her letter. That process of consultation achieved the finality on 24th of May with the issuance of order of extension of Mr. Alapan Bandyopadhyay by none other than the Prime Minister office. Now suddenly within 4 days, the same Prime Minister office reverses that particular order without following the due process of law. I mean, it clearly reflects that this order is not just unilateral, unreasoned and unjust, but coming out of a tyrant government without a reason or without any right. Right? Now the question of insubordination, madam. The Chief Secretary is supposed to report to the Chief Minister. He accompanied the Chief Minister with the meeting, government to government meeting that took place briefly for a very brief period of time. Other meeting that you are referring to, I again repeat and we are continuously repeating, is a political meeting where a political entity is present, which was certainly chaired by the Prime Minister, and the Chief Minister of the state, since it was a government to government meeting, chose not to attend that meeting. Insubordination doesn't happen that way, took the permission of the Prime Minister and accompanied the Chief Minister where he should be. That is the standard protocol. Now you let me know, madam, how did you reverse your own order within 4 days? Did you say that because of insubordination now you are alleging that your order is transferred? Now again, you are saying the central government can take action to a retired government. That's well within your limit, and that's been happening for the last 4 or 5 years. We don't mind that people are judging, people are seeing what is happening in this country. Does anything happen with reason and rhyme? I have given a single example of how the order of 28th May, without any consultation, without any reason, and completely unjust. This doesn't happen this way, especially when you have such a big government. I want to understand, why are the senior IS officer, how did they advise the PMO? The same government achieving the finality because of the initiation of process of dialogue, consultation as per the procedure of law, 1954 law, achieving finality 24th, the same order is being reversed within 4 days without consultation. I mean, this is brazen misuse of constitutional authority. The government is completely appearing as a coercive and tyrannical government, and we have got every right to defy that tyrannical and completely coercive government. Constitution doesn't say that the center and the state will have this kind of coercive relationship. It's an idea of cooperative federalism, and this doesn't reflect any kind of cooperation whatsoever, not just in terms of optics, but also in terms of law and constitutionality. It is a completely void and invalid order.
Let me get Rajat Sethi on that. Rajat Sethi, when the centre on the 24th of May approved Mamata Banerjee's request for a 3-month extension, a point that Manojit was making, on 24th you approved for a 3-month extension, but Yes, there was a U-turn on to shift Alapan Bandyopadhyay to Delhi, and Aparajita Sarangi in her first opening response has spoken about the reasons, right? Now, I want to ask you, look at the optics of it, right? I'm purely on the question of optics. Now, you allowed him to stay on, and then, for whatever reasons, you're now calling him back at a time when the state is battling the aftermath of Cyclone Yas, one of the worst affected states on COVID, still battling COVID-19. Right, Rajat? You look at the optics, and let me tell you the narrative. Let me tell you what people are discussing. You know, here are two people, right? Mamata Banerjee and the Chief Secretary. Both of them have lost their family members to COVID in the last few days, last 15 days. I'm only asking you purely on the perspective of optics.
That's true.
Only on the purely on the issue of optics.